Welcome in on a beautiful Monday afternoon. After a great game Friday, we are back Monday with softball today here at Fultondale, another one of our 13 member institutions of the Jefferson County school system, and we've got softball today against the Minor Lady Tigers. Good afternoon, Scott Griffin here, along with Matt Coulter and our great crew here. Matt, another Ernie Banks day today.
Yeah, you could play two, or as you said the other night, maybe even three. Good duel we've got going on between the Purple Tigers and the Lady Cats. I saw that across their jerseys. That's what they refer to them. You know, they're the Wildcats, but in this case, they're the Lady Cats. And to set this one up, let's hear from both the coaches.
But the main thing, we're always trying to get back on the field soon after a loss, especially after the loss we had on against Shays Valley. With that, we want to get back on the winning track. I know last year they split. It was 1-1. I think Fultondale beat us by 1 point last year, so the main thing is just trying to get back on the winning track. Well, it's a good thing to have Jeff Co-Ed Network here. It's, for one, you showing publicity to the kids that's here, and they get a chance, their friends can get a chance to see them, and family members can get a chance to see them on TV, that the ones that can't make it to a game. So it's a huge impact for the school system as well as Minor High School.
We have not played Minor this year. We played Minor twice last year. They beat us when we went to them and beat us pretty good, not even gonna lie. But then they came to us and we ended up winning that game with a walk-off home run by Michaela Webb. It broadcasts the sport itself, and it opens it up to show young girls that, hey, this is something that I can do too. It's not just something that you have in college. This is happening in high school too. And it gives these kids something that, you know, a lot of them won't play ball in college in order to be on TV and to have that opportunity. So in order to have that in high school is absolutely amazing.
Cole is in her second year with Fultondale. Eatman in his first year at Minor. Cole's assistant coach is her husband.
That could be good and bad.
That's exactly what I thought. I just didn't say it.
Latess Murphy, of course, you know I'm going to say it after all the years we spent together. Latess Murphy, center fielder, leading off for the Minor Tigers. There's a bunt down the line. That would go foul.
Latess got down the line in quite a hurry. Bunt's a very, very effective tool in softball.
Oh, yeah.
And
far more, probably 2-1 than baseball.
Oh,
maybe more.
Probably more.
See, she bunts that anyway with a third baseman on top of her, basically.
Yeah, they had
and
first,
still beats it out.
First and third were pulled right in.
Yeah. Part of the deal. So we're giving her a hit. Already got a judge's call here. Is that right? Is that a hit?
That's a hit.
So Murphy on first. And as you know with softball, in case you don't know, runners can't move from first or leave the base until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. Another bunt attempt, and to Matt's point, you could have 3 hitters bunt here in a row. Not surprising.
Nia Daly is the catcher for the Lady Cats, and it's already apparent that fielding bunts and throwing out runners is going to be a big part of her job. Not to mention, she's catching our pitcher, which is Michaela Webb. I was talking with Coach Cole before the game, said, you know, we got more throwers than we do pitchers because they're all so young. She said, you know, fastball changeup.
There's one over the head, and that's an easy base pickup for Murphy. Can't argue with the beautiful weather we have right here.
Stay in the line. Obviously, first and third are going to move back a little bit, especially with a 2-strike pitch.
Yep. Skip that one across. So 2-2. one's way off the mark. Just held onto the ball too much.
Yep.
And not even close to being catchable. So Murphy goes to third.
I think that goes to show what Coach Cole told us before the game. You've got to define a release point, Scott.
Well, and you got to snap your hand in this sport. Obviously, I know it with my kid having played, and she tried to pitch a little bit. And it's just it's something you have to master the technique of. It's an awkward deal, you know.
It's awkward, but your body's better built for that.
Oh,
than
no
throwing
doubt.
overhand.
The motion is great,
Yeah.
but the execution and the snap, and you're bringing your right hip, firing it through, and it's a little bit like a golf swing, but you're holding the ball, and just a lot of elements to it, as there is to a baseball pitch.
Yeah, but I think you've got more elements. Do you not? With a windmill?
Yeah, it could be.
It's longer. It takes longer to finesse. Neither one of them real easy, by the way.
No. You don't just wake up and become a pitcher like a left fielder. So, runners at second and third is Williams took second, obviously, and there's a walk to Denia Westbrook, who's the opposing pitcher. So, bases are loaded.
Ayana Stone, third base.
Well, I don't have a 15 on my roster, and that says Ayana Stone is a 30, right?
Yeah, and I had another that I looked at, and I think she was 23. So I'm going to go by the names here.
That's all we got. We are, just as a PSA to all the coaches in the Jefferson County school system, we depend on your rosters and names and numbers being correct. If we don't, then the kids don't get recognized. Simple as that.
Good pitch.
So, Ayana Stone. Or Ayana Stone, I should say.
Good scoop by Daly there. Held back potential run. Still got the bases loaded, though.
Gets away with the catcher. Here comes Murphy. And they had it in time, Matt. But the ball scooted away. We're going to try to get two here. 2 for 1. 2-0.
Well, 2 runs scoring on a wild pitch. Don't see that every day.
No.
Runner, of course, advanced to second. Probably could have taken third, but I wasn't watching.
So Stone is aboard with a walk.
And that does bring up number 16, catcher, King.
Rihanna King.
We had a baseball base hit bunt to start the inning.
Yep.
And nothing but walks since.
Good pitch by Webb, and she's up 0-2. Fouled off.
That was a little inside, but she kept it alive.
A little high, ramping up her speed a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you do that, Scott, and your control improves.
Yeah, because you're being too careful.
Yeah. You start throwing more than aiming.
Oh,
Wow.
There's a nice long loud out down the left field line.
She jumped on that pitch.
Brianna King, catcher.
Ooh. How'd that miss her?
I don't know. I thought it was going to hit her.
Actually,
Somehow it skipped through.
skipped behind her.
2-2. Wow.
Got her looking.
Yeah, that was a good pitch by Webb to get the first out of the inning. So Jemiah Horton head up. That's a ball one.
You know, the Wildcats are wearing some orange, aren't they?
They got a little orange in there. Giddy up today for sure. Softball looks good though. You know what I mean? It's the more splashy. The
Yeah, I
colors.
agree, 100%.
I'm not sure I'd want my baseball team wearing that.
No.
But
You see some of them, not necessarily at the high school and college level, but college football uniforms, man.
yeah,
Lime on lime.
like Oregon.
Yeah.
So everybody moves up a base, one out, as Jemiah Horton walks. And here comes Micaiah Motley, first baseman. Although I have a different number on this one too. So hopefully it's Micaiah Motley.
You know, you see it in basketball, I think more so, where you have home and road jerseys. So maybe some of them are flipped for that reason.
It'd be great to know. Good pitch by Webb.
He just needs to duplicate that motion for the remainder of the game.
And that's the key right
Yep.
there, right?
It's
Finding
muscle,
it and then doing it repeatedly.
It's muscle memory, Scott.
Yeah. And right there shows you the difference.
Wow.
Again, didn't snap the wrist. It held on the ball, and it can be that errant from one right down the middle at the knees. Again, it's something it's a few hours, not every day, but multiple days a week, you need to be mastering the technique. It's not something you can play around with. 3-1.
Again, what a spectacular day.
So there's a walk, and that'll bring in a run.
Westbrook comes in from third. The bases are still loaded for Minor. And we still don't have – we have one out.
Yep, one out.
Well, the strikeout just about an hour ago.
3-0. And bounces that one up to Traylon Burney.
Second baseman.
Her number is correct. Inside pitch, just a little inside.
We do have a little bit of a breeze. It's coming from center to home plate. But it's not like some of the winds we've dealt with earlier this year.
No, not at all. Burney, the second baseman, and hitting 8th in the lineup. And that's a 4-pitch walk as well. So the merry-go-round continues, Maddie. It's 4-0.
Stone comes in with a fourth run from Minor High School. Bases are still loaded with Ward coming to the plate.
A little meeting of the minds at the mound.
Little chat from the first base coach with Ward. I think we're ready to go.
Better pitch, but a little low.
Yeah, if you're going to miss low. Give your catcher a chance to block it. Some of these over the head outscored 2 runs earlier.
Talia Ward watches 2 balls. And that one got away. 3-0.
And, you know, Scott, even when it's a wild pitch, sometimes, I mean, if the pitcher's going to be this wild, don't chance it. It's a good, right now, it's maybe too critical. It's a good chance the next batter's going to walk.
Yeah. If she can get muscle memory to that pitch.
Yep.
But that's the difficult thing about it. Better pitch there and got her to chase.
Yeah.
So good pitch by Webb. Battle back 3-2. Inside. And that's a walk.
Nice dig by Nia Daly behind the plate. Horton comes in to make it 5-0.
And a visit at the mound. Not sure what you say with this many walks with the rest of the team there, but just try to get it across the plate best you can.
Imagine he's saying something similar to our commentary. You know, just try and zone in on that one delivery and that one release point,
and then repeat it.
And in even that one pitch.
Yeah.
It looks to me like.
But now they may
2?
be switching.
Yeah, I think they're switching both, Scott.
Usually they announce the umpire first. So let's take a break and we'll come back and reset this first half inning. You are watching Jeffco Ed TV softball.
Are you ready for a fun-filled journey through some of your favorite stories? Join us with Jeff Coed's Storybook Adventures. Dive into the magic of reading with us. Perfect for pre-K through 3rd grade adventures. These stories are read by members of your very own Jeff Coed family. You can tune in right here on Jeff Coed TV or our social media.
Welcome back to Fultondale as we're going to have a new pitcher. It was the second baseman, Traylon Burney. And she'll be coming in to pitch for Fultondale. And we'll tell you where Denia Westbrook is going to end up. Might be a catcher.
Well, I'm checking back and forth, but sometimes with the straps that it takes to wear your chest protector,
Yeah.
and that's true in any game, it can block your view from the numeral.
And get the helmet right. So Rihanna King was the catcher. Excuse me.
Nia Daly was catcher.
I'm sorry, yes, you're right. Nia Daly was. And now she's pitching. But the pitcher did not move behind the plate.
No, I think they made another position move.
They didn't announce it to anybody up here. So we'll figure that out as we go. Bases loaded, 5-0, 1 out.
Back to the top of the order. You know, Scott, it's a strange thing, this game, but a beautiful thing, this game. But I don't think she threw a ball in warm-ups, you know? And then the first one's inside and up.
2-0, but she's so far more around the plate than
no question.
Webb was. That's a good pitch, but a little low.
Murphy led off the game with its only hit so far.
And plus, when you think about, Matt, Bernie did not warm up for 30 minutes to an hour before the game. She got 8, 9, 10 pitches, whatever she got, and that's it.
Well, and she walks her first hitter. And that brings in Motley to score 6-0. 1 out.
So Ryan Williams back to the plate. She walked her first time up. High offering there by Nia Daly.
Yeah, Ward at third. Bernie is at second. And leadoff hitter Murphy just walked.
And that hit her bat, or?
Nah, I think it was just up.
Just a walk.
And way in, so another walk for Williams. And Bernie scores.
Every run has come via the walk. That's how important pitching is in softball. Little high there. Denia Westbrook is the hitter.
Yeah, she pitches. You may see her here in just a little bit.
And she got hit.
And now bring home Ward. And 8-0.
Ayanna Stone.
Oh.
What is happening?
The catcher went out to talk to the catcher that started the game. And when she left the circle, she came more towards the dugout side and then hopped across the third base chalk line. Superstitions are all over sports. Maybe more so in baseball and softball. I don't know. Did you have any back when you were stealing all those bases for the Yellow Jackets, Lindsay?
No. making sure I was comfortable on the bench most of the time. And there's another run across.
Wild pitch.
After the pitch, Murphy gets home. So it's 9-0. For some reason, the runner at first did not move up.
That's now she will.
So Westbrook, mesmerized by the beautiful day, finally gets to second. Stone at the plate.
They may have put in a designated runner.
Brianna King back up. She had a long, loud out. A foul, I should say, and then struck out.
Yeah. Only real well hit ball.
High pitch. Only one out in this inning, which is 25 minutes old. Almost got hit again, or did she? Yep, got hit.
Yep. Second hit by pitch of this inning for Daly. So Williams scores.
10-0. Every run has come via walk.
Now the umpires are going to meet. But briefly. Okay. It looks like Leah Lacey Bell is going to designate run.
Jemiah Horton up. Bases loaded. I just want to see somebody swing at a strike.
Yep.
So she's up 0-2.
Horton walked. Got an RBI back earlier in this inning. Uh-oh.
Well, we got a runner going from second to first. And now it gets away, and this runner from third will come home.
And the ball's loose again, but
The runner at third will not advance if no one's covering home.
Lacey Bell advanced to second. Oh, the runner that scored was pinch running for Westbrook, and that may have been Alea Watkins.
So Nia Daly struggling, but she's capable. I think we had her game last year she pitched, if I remember. And she did not struggle like this. And that release point there is just a little bit late, and that's why it keeps riding inside.
3-2 count. Nope. My bad. That was another walk. But nobody scored because first base was open. But
Matt,
now the bases are loaded.
Do you have the record for runs in an inning without getting a hit?
Well, he led off with that little bunt hit.
That's true.
But I don't know that I've ever seen this many runs scored in half an inning. Boy, this is tough when you just, like I said earlier, they don't have a roster, by the way. The Lady Wildcats, Lady Cats, have 10 roster players. That's it. So Scott, I guess it
Can't go to the bullpen.
That's exactly
The
what I was going
bullpen's
to
playing
say.
in center field, right?
Yes, that's right. And that'll bring home Stone. And it's a dozen now. Still coaching them up.
Well, I'd like to see Minor swing it. Strikes, at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to have some fun out here. There's been very few strikes to their defense.
True.
So Traylon Burney is in. Another loose ball and another score.
That's a wild pitch. And that scores King.
Inside. On Burney. And that may not be too far from accurate. 7-0, it says on the count.
Oh, Scott.
Look at there. So another walk.
And now here comes Coach Cole. And they'll swap pitcher to first, and that'll bring in Anna K. Sledge.
We'll take another break. We got another pitching change here in the top of the first. It's 13-0. Minor Purple Tigers. You're watching Jeff Coed TV. Welcome back to Jeff Coed TV here. Scott Griffin, Matt Coulter, our great crew, and we're waiting on this game to get started, really, but it's 13-0 as Fultondale's having trouble getting the ball across the plate. Trying their third pitcher now, Matt. And coming in will be number 34, Anna K. Sledge.
She and Webb just swapped pitcher to first to pitcher.
Nia Daly went where?
Okay, Nia Daly, who was the second pitcher in. She went first, my bad. Kayla Webb was the starter.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Well, it is a very nice day.
I'm glad for that, for sure.
It's tough on all the kids. $13-0 in the very first frame of the game, and just the one out. All right, warm-up's over. Ward will step back in. Well, her first pitch is wild.
So Anna K. Sledge will try to be a little bit more successful than our previous two. Webb and Daly just had trouble locating the softball. Another errant pitch. It's inside, 3-0. And that's a walk for Talia Ward.
And I really think she wanted anything close. I think she was swinging at. She almost took a cut at that one. Horton comes in.
14-0. Yep, Minor.
Scott, I had an opportunity to talk with both coaches before the game. An interesting chat with Minor's head coach, Gentrell Eatman. He played strong safety for UAB. Just loves coaching. That's back when I was doing their broadcast. So we had a lot to talk about.
I'm sure he's an assistant football coach as well.
Yeah, I think at one time he was head coach over in, that's just a bit outside. For I wasn't Dallas County, somewhere in eastern Alabama over there, kind of not Fayette County.
Another walk.
That one sends home Micaiah Motley. Or it could have been the pinch runner, the substitute runner, designated runner, any of the above. Williams at the plate. She has walked twice, scored twice. Boy, she took a little off that, and it was a really good pitch, just a touch inside.
She wanted that pitch, obviously.
Yeah. She's showing a lot of enthusiasm. Not the other two didn't, but she really seems to want to get the ball across the plate.
So Ryan Williams, the shortstop, is up. And it gets to the point when you don't have any success, literally, that you're not going to focus on your fundamentals like you should as a pitcher, and then you just get wilder.
Yep.
That's the problem. Because now it's just
another wall.
Doing the motion. And I'm not making fun of the kid. That's just the way it is. They need to have success throwing a strike here. All right? So,
yep.
Another walk. So Bernie scores. And it's 16-0.
And that brings up Westbrook, who has walked and been hit by pitch. And almost there again. All right.
There's a strike. So Westbrook, and again, I hope they swing the bat here. If they get another strike. But the enthusiasm of the girls is right there.
And we've got a pretty good crowd here.
There we go.
Wow.
Base hit. Wakes up the crowd. So 2 runs score.
That was not a cheapie either. See it right back up the middle. Good play by Peterson in center. 2 runs still scored.
So Westbrook with a nasty hit up the middle. She'll have a pinch runner. And that's Alana Watkins, I think, who I have as 44, but that's 14. I'm going with that. It's close. Only one number's wrong.
I'm right there with you.
And here comes another run to come in, and that's Williams. And so pinch runner moves up.
She advanced to third.
Yep.
The assistant head coach, which is Kayla Cole's father, has come to the home plate umpire, and they're having a discussion. I don't know if this is the point where you
got to let your team hit.
Not really sure at all what they be talking about, and unless it's the margin. Now maybe they're pointing back towards the plate, so I missed the plate. Too late for that.
So they're talking to the coach.
Yeah. Now
we can only
both
sit here
umpires
in theory and talk about this.
Well, I wouldn't imagine that they're going to consider stopping.
Maybe they're talking about the player coming across the plate. I don't know. He was doing his motion like that, but I didn't see anything abnormal or wrong with it.
Nothing out of the ordinary. I saw Westbrook.
And I'm not sure why you'd bring that up in a 19-0 game, right?
Yeah. We've got 19 on the board. They've got 18. Yeah. It would be easy to kind of lose track here.
Well, this is the 31st hitter and the runner on third.
It looked like Watkins wanted to go, but thought the better of it, and I think that was a good idea. So, Scott, how are the grandkids? Seriously, I do want to know. Watkins again dances.
The pinch runner wants to score. It's pretty obvious.
She does. Well, that's, she's a designated runner.
That's what her job
designated
is.
scorer, yeah.
And the coach obviously doesn't want to rub it in further, so. Another walk. So Stone is at first. The pinch runner Watkins at third. Still one out. Top of the first. We are going on 43 minutes of this top of the first inning. That might be a record for me as a broadcaster. You?
Well,
for a half inning?
Yeah. I know it is for me.
For half inning?
For half inning, yeah.
And there goes a steal.
No throw.
Man, don't you try to throw her out just to get another out?
Yep.
There's a strike pitch and a swing and a miss by Rihanna King.
King has provided the only out.
Yep.
She struck out back in the very, very first of the first.
2-2 with Anna Sledge trying her best in the pitching circle.
Skips behind.
Her release point is all obviously askew right now.
The ball anyway. It may have hit her. So what are you going to say so I can score it properly?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Well,
I am not sure.
I'm going base on balls. Now they're loaded for Horton. And she got hit on the bounce.
So Watkins scores.
Yeah, she scores after Westbury drilled a 2-run single to center. There you go.
Outside. Yeah, 20 runs.
With one out in the first. Not the way either one of these teams wanted the game to go.
No, because it's not.
It doesn't help. Miners just walking.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not fun for anybody out here right now. And you feel for the pitcher, and the hitters don't want to get in a bad habit and just swing at anything. We did have one get across, actually 2 strikes on one hitter, and she hit it center very hard. So, I mean, and that was Westbrook. So,
Well,
and now runners are advancing as they. Fultondale just has the life out of them right now.
Well, it looked like a runner at third came across, and then they advanced.
Yep.
I think they may have just called it. Or maybe they just called the half inning and just said, hey, can Minor come in here and get an at-bat?
So I have 21 runs. I don't know how many y'all have. We'll regroup here, take a break, and come back with more. You're watching Jeff Coed TV. Welcome back to Jeff Coed TV. Scott Griffin back, Culture 20-0, and we're heading to the bottom of the first. And throwing for Minor will be Traylon Burney. Actually, that's not Traylon Burney.
Yeah, they may have
changed that
decided to go with somebody else. Well,
Yep.
real good chance to get.
So that's Denia Westbrook, actually.
Well, she was listed as a starter. But if you're Coach Eatman, you know, I'd let your starters get an at-bat, and then I'd start letting a lot of these girls that have been on the bench. And this is what I would do. Doesn't make it right. Give your bench some playing time. And also, who knows? Fultondale can hang 12 on them.
You never know. That's for sure. So stepping up for Fultondale will be London Webb.
She's one of 3 Webbs on this team.
We're thankful for the Webb family.
Yes.
Or we wouldn't be able to field a team at Fultondale.
Wow, she's
right?
a nice cut, yeah. Yeah, they're 7th, 9th, and a junior. You'll hear us call Webb a lot as Fultondale steps to the plate.
Pitch is high. Good pitch. Fouled off, 1-2.
Westbrook, she's bringing it a little bit. Fastball. Fastball. What else do the softball pitchers throw?
They can throw curves, slurve, risers.
The riser.
Sliders. Two and two now.
Well, at least the tempo has picked up here, Scott, in the bottom half of the first inning. And that's a good thing for everybody.
That's at the knees. I think if she catches it, it might be a strike, but she dropped it.
Chatter from the fans here at Fultondale.
And that's a walk. So Webb at first, and coming up next, Paradise Peterson.
I like her helmet, her name.
Pitches inside.
She plays center.
Good pitch.
Good pitch.
Throw down to first, but a second, I should say, but Webb has a stolen base.
Williams, shortstop, got over in front of the bag, knowing fully they weren't going to be able to tag her out. She made sure it wasn't going to get to center. She blocked it with her chest.
Much more sense of a rotation, and you could just tell more experience as a pitcher.
You said it, experience.
With Westbrook throwing. Strike there on Peterson. 2-2. And strike three.
And that was a really good pitch. Had Giddy up right in the strike zone. 1 out. Another Webb's up, Scott.
Absolutely. Michaela Webb, who started the game as a pitcher, and she hits it. That's going to land in left field. Base hit, and her sister goes to second. So they'll advance. Actually, Fultondale will get a run home.
Yeah, ball got loose. Webb scored. The other Webb goes to third. And now a little conference on the mound. And not only does the infield come in, but left, center, right also comes out to talk to the assistant coach. Team.
She just doesn't know. People might be watching this thinking, how's that possible? It's 20-1. You just hit for 45 minutes. What is she? But I think she doesn't want them to be lulled. You know, there's coaches in basketball that want you to play without looking at a scoreboard, and I think that's her point with her team. Right?
And a good one.
You know, just let's play. If we're going to be out here, let's play the game.
And they are. And be very honest with you, this is a lot easier for us anyway. And the game's not about us, by the way. But
it's not? Why not? There's another good pitch on the outside corner.
I think she let up on that one.
To Nia Daly. Two and one.
Boy, there's a hole up the middle, isn't there, Scott?
Big hole.
Wow.
Has a chance to get out of here.
That's not got a chance.
It is out of here.
That's
Home run.
That's in the parking lot.
See you later, Nia Daly with a 2-run homer.
Awesome.
So that gives Fultondale a little bit of life.
You know when they say she got all of that one? She got all of that one.
Yeah.
And the pitch was actually a little bit more on the handle than out on the barrel. But that ball got out of here in a hurry.
There's a look. Kind of golfed it a little bit.
Yep.
And 50 feet or so over the fence.
Yeah. So, 2-run shot by Daly.
20-3.
And pitcher comes up.
Anna K. Sledge. Ball outside. 1-1 on Sledge. It's a little bit more life and chatter in the Fultondale dugout. Still down by 17, but
better than 20.
Actually pushed 3 runs across here at the bottom of the first.
Just 1 out.
Sledge swing and miss.
I like Sledge. You know, she's
the group.
She wants
or
to
this
hit.
Player?
That would be Sister Sledge, would it not? Oh, I guess there is a group. But anyway, I'm talking about 34.
That's down low.
She's frustrated a little bit on the mound.
Yeah, and it may have carried over to the at-bat. She's got to shake it off to at least the first strike, right?
Yeah.
And that could happen in this game, as you well know. You got to put it behind you. And Sledge strikes out.
Yep. Looked like she wanted to stay. I don't blame her. So, a couple of strikeouts for Westbrook.
Kennedy Sharp up.
She's left fielder for Fultondale. Literally just a bit inside.
Who would think the loudest hit of the day was by Fultondale, who's trailing by 17.
Yeah,
with the home run by Nia Daly, excuse me. Big shot.
It's the big fly there, Scott. Last minute. Coach Cole got her to step out. They're still coaching.
Oop. Inside again.
Little dance step move.
There's a strike. 3-2. And again, for the fun of the game, I'd be swinging.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it's close, it's got to. Anywhere close, like that.
So, 3 pitches and an out for Kennedy Sharp. We'll take a break. 20-3. Heading to the top of the second. Welcome back to Fultondale. Scott Griffin, Matt Coulter here. We've got a little bit closer game, 20-3, and we're not being funny when we say that. We want these girls to have a good time out here, and Fultondale scored 3 runs. Maybe we can have a productive inning on this one. There's a beautiful sun shot here at Fultondale, Alabama. Could be worse. We could be indoors and, doing what? You could be taking out the garbage, and I could be cleaning the floor or something, right?
It could be like the game we had just, a little over a week ago where it was blowing sideways, windy, and we had a shot of the thermometer.
Yeah,
It was under 40 without wind. So you're right. It could be that one.
Could always be worse. So Sledge back on the hill for Fultondale.
And it looks like Minor might be making some changes. We'll just have to pick them up as they go along. Actually, you can almost hear them.
20-3, and it's the top of the second. An hour into this game. We had a long first half inning. It would have been even longer, but Minor gave up a couple of runs. There's Randy Mize, one of our photographers, wearing a J.J. Gray shirt.
Yeah, talking about Jim Capaldi's latest hits.
I introduced Randy
it's
to J.J.
Capaldi.
Gray. You know that?
I did not know that.
You need to go
You
check
need to
him out,
introduce
too.
me to J.J. Cale.
You need to go check him out as well.
You have told me about him before.
J.J. Gray and the Mofro.
They've
Good
been
stuff.
around for a while. You've been telling me about them for 3 or 4 years, or maybe longer
right.
than that. Where do you see them?
Usually Avondale or somewhere like that.
I like that.
I think they're coming to Montgomery this summer with a group you may have heard of called Marshall Tucker Band. You might be familiar with them. You probably had an 8-track tape.
I saw them at Avondale with my son about 3 years ago. Not the same without Toy. I got to just tell you. Of course, he's been gone a long time.
So we've got new players here, and we do not have number.
We
have number 50.
Yeah, Angel Steele is going to lead off the top of the second inning. Jersey number 50. And that would be in the lineup. She'd be hitting for
Motley, right?
Well, I got Horton, but I might have missed one last inning. My score sheet, as you might imagine, it's a little messy.
Yeah.
Yours is
Steele
has
is
lots
up.
of squares that are colored in.
Yes, on this side. Top of the second, Minor on top, 20-3. That backs her away a little bit.
Maybe Sledge has settled down here just a little bit and can start throwing a few more strikes. Nobody in this entire facility wants to more than Anna K. Sledge. There you go. Was that low?
Yeah,
Gets
it bounced
up.
in front of the plate.
I kind of look
Does
up
have
top.
to get across the plate.
Yeah, I kind of look up top, then go to the monitor. I'm all over the place.
And 3-1.
Just in case our listeners here on and viewers here on Jeff Coed TV are wondering, I think the rule in girls softball, they have mercy rules.
Yeah.
For both softball and baseball. And I think, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if you're up 15 or more after 3, they get on the bus.
Gus. There's a walk. What's that song?
It's little Paul Simon.
So Steele walks. And we should have Bernie up, but we have number 2.
That's Jakara Hall.
Jakara Hall stepping in. And that hit her. Coming up next, number 10, Deja Willis.
Yep.
Runners are going.
Might get her. Nope.
Never caught it. And she had her foot on the base as opposed to tagging her, right? So she wouldn't have got her out anyway. So runners at second and third, nobody out. Ball's a little high.
Well, not that I just know everything based on balls there,
Yep.
but this is kind of what I thought Coach Eatman would do. Get his other,
Elia Lacey Bell in.
yeah, she did a little designated running last inning.
She's a leadoff hitter technically now.
If you're just joining us, count is 6-0. It is 20-3 as Minor scored 20 runs, a lot of walks in that inning in the first inning. And now they've got bases loaded.
Yep.
That hit her.
Yep.
And that'll score Steele. And then Eaton's getting his players some at-bats playing time.
And I didn't catch the number of this particular player, Matt.
Well, she's got a
different jersey.
Yeah, she's got like a sweatshirt on with like a hoodie. And I hadn't been able to catch her number yet. I think it's McDade.
Yeah. Jamario McDade.
Yep.
Who is up? 3-0. So they call that a strike.
Well,
and I don't blame the umpire.
Move it along.
Let's get the players hitting the ball, right? I mean, standing there waiting on the ball. I mean, and I'm not dinging the players, but let's swing the bats here, especially when you're a bench player normally, right? Swing the bat.
Oh, I already been out swinging. Oop.
And that hitter, that you can't help.
Nah, you can't call that a strike.
So 22-3.
Looked like that plated.
Let's take a break, and we'll come back with more. It's 22-3 as Fultondale will talk about it again. You're watching Jeff Coed TV Softball.
Are you ready for a fun-filled journey through some of your favorite stories? Join us with Jeff Coed's Storybook Adventures. Dive into the magic of reading with us. Perfect for pre-K through 3rd grade adventures. These stories are read by members of your very own Jeff Coed family. You can tune in right here on Jeff Coed TV or our social media.
Welcome back to Fultondale.
The Lady Cats having a chat with their head coaches, both Coach Coles.
It looks like the daughter's out there, too. It's a family affair at the mountain. Right?
Yep.
Anything to help.
Kayla's the head coach. She played at Miles. And she is in her 2nd year at Fultondale.
And number 14 will come up to hit for
That's
Watkins.
Watkins. Yeah. She did a lot of pinch running. It's rare that you see a pinch, courtesy runner, whatever the, designated runner. It scores 3 times in one inning. I thought I'd point that out for all you statisticians. And
I don't know
Are
if
we
they have
changing
this.
pitchers again?
I don't know if they have this many pitchers or people are just trying.
well, she's got a big grin on her face. I'll catch the number here in a moment. She looks very excited to be pitching. I know that. This may be a situation where she hasn't been there very often and wants to give it a chance here.
So she'll let her warm up a little bit. Let me show you the new JC schools being built. Rocket, why don't you throw that up there instead of the warm-ups here. New schools going up. Bachelorette schools.
Very, very, very high level.
Massive. Yeah. That's
And
right
it's
here
just-
on this campus.
I've seen it several times in the making.
Mm-hmm.
As they're building this incredible educational structure. And guess who's bringing that on, huh? Dr. G.
Yeah.
Superintendent of the Year for the
Yeah.
entire United States of America.
Got a national award, and that's great stuff.
Oh, there he is.
There he is,
There he
right
is.
there. Well, that's not him, but that's the crowd.
There he is.
The first Alabamian to ever win that of any school system. First Alabamian to get in the Final Four, which was a huge honor in and of itself, and then he won it. Figured might as well go ahead and win it. And he did, so congratulations to Dr. Gonsolin on that.
Absolutely.
Award from last Thursday night, right, Rocket? Thursday night, I believe. So,
Yeah, and he started the entire concept of Jeff Coed TV, so I personally like to thank him. I love doing these games.
there's a pitch and a ball. As we have our 4th pitcher, Coda Fleming for Fultondale.
Let's see if we can.
3-0.
Yep. Well, that bounced and
And
hit
that's a
her.
walk. Yep. For Watkins. Everybody moves up, and a run scores.
Yeah, scoring is Willis. And it's going to bring up Sandy Carroll.
Sandy Carroll coming to the plate.
The bases loaded and nobody out.
There's a strike. Ball one.
Your pitcher.
They'll obviously widen the strike zone here, and Miner needs to be aware of that. That's a called strike, and I can't blame the umpire at all. Let's swing the bat.
Fleming started the game at second. Now she's pitching.
Swing and a foul tip. I don't think we've seen but 4 swings, have we?
That made contact? I think you're right.
That one's outside.
Whoa.
(23-3) here in the top of the second.
Full count. Bases loaded. See something going here.
That's a sky ball that sails outside.
That brings Watkins. No, that's Lacey Bell, a courtesy runner. I believe King, who was in the original starting lineup as a catcher, is going to stay. That's not all that unusual. Fleming gets a call for a strike.
Swing and a miss for Rihanna King.
She wants to hit the ball. Yeah, it's hard for him to call that one a strike. Although
No, it's got to get across. It's got to go across the plate.
it was over the plate, just on a hump.
Yeah.
Bring it up just a little bit.
A little outside, 2-2. And the windup is what causes the issue if you don't practice this. I'd like to see him just step off the rubber and pitch it like a slow pitch and throw it as on a line drive as much as possible if the windup messes you up, you know, which it does.
Yeah, like not even go through the windmill,
Yeah,
just go
just-
step back and throw it. That's not
You would
a
have
bad
more
suggestion.
success.
Another run scores.
More success.
That's McDade.
But I'm not coaching the team. 25-3. Miner on top. Now it goes over the head of the catcher.
Now,
We have a good sunset, though.
yeah.
That's a positive.
Now, numerically, this could be Watkins. 44.
Yep. Little outside.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's a group of young ladies that have not stopped. since we started this game, and they are cheering their team on.
Yep. Here comes a run.
Ooh.
And runners move up.
Collision between the pitcher and Fleming. Well, Fleming is the pitcher. Now, I think Daly is back behind the plate. Coach Cole comes out to check on her status. So I go, okay, she's okay.
Good pitch.
That would be the movement and the
Yeah.
pitch you would want, right?
Yeah, just take out the wind-up part.
Yeah.
Because obviously these players haven't practiced that part of the pitch. Wow, I would have given her that. I would have hit her.
No, but it was was inside. So Watkins draws a walk. We're going back to Angel Steele, who started this inning with a walk.
Nobody out.
Wow. Dean? No.
Oh, yeah, I guess
That's
it's
Carroll.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see now.
I was wondering why
Everything
there
makes
was-
a lot
yeah.
more sense, and nobody was really
Running.
hustling after
Yeah.
the ball or running from home to first, but they hit by pitch. Steele. It's at first.
27-3.
No.
And there's another hit by pitch.
Well, it's 28-3 now. And are we waiting on Hall to come back up for the second time this inning, or are they going to make another switch?
Hitter wasn't ready, and now getting up there.
Willis comes to the plate.
Here comes another run home. That's safe. This has to be an Alabama high school record for walks so far in a game. There's, and I'm not joking, I'm being serious. As the Fultondale pitchers just can't, none of them can find the plate. And sometimes that can be contagious, right? You just, the blade dances, moves, and they gave up 2 outs, all right? So Minor just gave up an out, or maybe 2, because 2 runners ran off.
Is that a 2-for-1 deal? 2 players go for 1 out?
I don't know.
Me either. There's another hit by pitch. And we have a new hitter. I'll try and catch a number here. Another one of the Purple Tigers that has decided to go to the sweatshirt. The temperature has dropped.
Yep. Lights need to kick on pretty good here.
Man, these new lights are something special, aren't they? There's only like 7 in the standard. Maybe not even that. and they light it up. Sometimes you really can't tell how well it's lighting the field until it gets dark all the way. That was the case the other night at Oak Grove. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Oak Grove, Hueytown, bottom of the ninth.
Really exciting, well-played game between two well-coached teams.
Yeah, no question.
And another walk.
All right, that was Lacey Bell, who had been in earlier. She just put on the hoodie.
Yeah.
And that brings up Jamariel McDade, actually. I think that is. And here comes Coach Cole. And she's going to bring
All right,
in.
let's take another break. We're going to switch the center fielder now, Maddie, with the second baseman and see if she's a better pitcher and can get the ball across the plate. You're watching Jeff Coed TV's softball, 29-3. We'll be back. Welcome back to Jeff Coed TV's Sports and our softball offering today. Friday we got a game.
Yeah.
Weather willing. It's the Macador Yellow Jackets, it appears, and the Pleasant Grove Spartans. Notice how the Yellow Jacket gave it away for me.
And did the Spartans at the bottom of their logo, did that help you out a little bit too?
That helped me.
Okay, good.
PG I'm used to, but Yellow Jacket could be Georgia Tech, but they're not in the Jefferson County school system.
Well, weren't you a Yellow Jacket?
I was in the Yellow Jacket, which doesn't exist, so I knew it wasn't that.
Okay.
Although, my good friend, well, he's the football coach. He won't be there. Arvia Holmes, former Sanford Bulldog. He might be there. I don't know.
He played with the Birmingham Steel Dogs, didn't he? Wide receiver?
Yeah. He's a really good player.
I did.
Better person than player.
Well, he's a good player. I remember when he was with the Steel Dogs.
So we have our, fifth pitcher of the night?
Fifth pitcher, and it looks to me like it's Paradise Peterson who has come in from center field. And I believe we might have had a swap behind the plate, too. I just got to catch a number.
Yeah. We need to have a pitching camp here at Fultondale. Don't you think?
He said that. As we zoom in.
Again, it's such a discipline that obviously you've got to spend hours and hours and hours on.
Our crew waving at the camera,
Who is
and there
doing that?
is Scott Griffin.
Who's out there?
I think, is Eric at third? Yeah.
Yeah.
As I lean right in front of you. It's hard to do.
There's our little rabbit ear receiver there. Very key to our broadcast.
Speaking of, Scott, the technology and how we have advanced since you and I first got into this business.
Yeah, we used to just
No
scream out the window.
3/4 inch TK, 50-pound battery pack.
Yeah.
These guys have got it easy compared to where we used to have it.
But did you ever think you'd see the day where you could go live from
Off your phone?
on computers?
Yeah. No.
Like we're doing here.
No, I never thought about that. I had a Zoom call this morning. 5 people's faces I could look at.
Isn't that crazy? That's bounced in.
Then again, this is McDade.
Paradise Peterson, yeah. Pitching, I should
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Wow.
And runner advances on that pitch.
Yeah. Going down was Willis.
And there goes a steal. That runner's out.
Nah, I think they just took
And
both
that
of them
runner's
off.
out. Okay.
So,
So we're going to end the inning. It's 29-3.
that's a very generous move by Gentrell Eatman.
We'll take a break and come back and see what Fultondale can do. They scored 3 runs last time. We'll see if they can add to that. You're watching Jeff Coed TV. Welcome back to Fultondale. This should be the last half of the game, I would suspect. We're an hour and a half in, bottom of the second, and Miners had to just offer outs in the first and second, or we would still be in the top of the first, probably. And it's 29-3, and we're not being critical. We're just telling you what happened.
And we have a new pitcher in for the Minor Purple Tigers. I believe that's Angel Steele, and catching is Carroll. Andy Carroll. And
There's some soccer going on over on the beautiful facility right behind us.
yeah, that's their
Stunning, isn't it?
yeah,
Beautiful.
their soccer football facility. And then right behind us, we tried to do a game last year, but got rain. And they have an excellent baseball field as well. Well, there's a good shot at our softball field, which is great too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All this stuff's fantastic.
It's all about what Jefferson County schools are doing. Very cool. So I think the pitcher here will lead off the Fultondale bottom of the second inning.
We should have some more softball and baseball games as we go here, probably all the way through mid-April. So we got another month of games for you, hopefully. And then we'll probably take a sports break until football.
Oh,
I'm just guessing.
yeah. Well, that makes sense. They get out of school in May. Don't
Yeah,
they?
yep.
Pretty quick.
A lot of changes in football. Pleasant Grove lost their coach, Darrell LeBeau, to Hoover as an offensive coordinator. George Bates moves from Center Point to Shades Valley. He takes his excellent coaching style over there. All kind of changes coming up at Jefferson County's football in the fall. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, Scott. The older you get, the faster it turns. Did you set your clock back, or you been?
I did.
Okay, good. You know, now that everything's digital on your phone, it does it for you.
Yeah. There's a
Except
high
for-
pitch.
Except for the one on my microwave.
Yeah, you had to do that one.
I had to do that by hand.
The audacity.
Just
Coda Fleming is up for the first time today. So maybe we can get through the lineup at least once for Fultondale.
almost
That's
hit her.
inside. It's a good, nice sunset, though.
Yeah, I love the colors on the horizon.
Did Rocket get us a sunset shot? Can't say it. Sunset
Well,
shot. You did give us one?
We got one. It just
We might need another one. 3-0 on Fleming.
Oh,
And that hit her in the back.
right directly in the 7. She's still holding her back a little bit, isn't she, Scotty?
Yeah. Think she'll be all right?
Base of the 7. Yeah.
So now stepping to the plate, Madison Fuller. There's a steal. And she made it. So Fleming gets a steal.
Carroll is now the catcher for Minor. Spot was on the mark. Just took a hop, allowing Fleming to get into scoring position. Whoops. It hit the bat.
And Fleming will get to third.
Well, if it hit the bat, she wouldn't be getting the third, so must not happen. So, this hitter, right fielder, Madison Fuller. These are stats I just love to throw out there. She's the number 2 ranked wrestler in her classification in the state.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
That's very cool.
And this is only first time ever playing softball.
Yeah.
And Coach Cole just said she's just
A good athlete,
a
huh?
good athlete all the way around.
Fleming will come home on that one and add the 4th run for Fultondale.
I'm glad Fultondale's getting a chance to go through their lineup here. There's a look at their dugout. Back to play.
Good pitch. 2-2. over the head. Nobody on. She thought somebody was still on. Good hustle to get to the plate, though. So 3-2. No, they gave her the walk. Okay.
Well, I had it at 3-2, but Fuller reaches base on balls.
So now Jada Pitts steps in.
Double zero.
Advancing on the swinging strike is Fuller.
Nobody's left. That's always a good sign. Boy, she took one right in the ribs.
Yep.
So, couple on here for the Lady Cats.
So now it should be.
What's one of the Webbs? I'll give you that. Fallon?
Fallon Webb, yep. And the runners advance. So base hit to bring home 2.
London Webb, back to the top of the order.
Okay, so
Fallon is
still, she's a designated player, not hitting.
She plays, yeah.
I don't know why she wouldn't hit. Might as well, right?
I agree. She plays third.
Yeah.
I think Coach Eatman is giving a lot of his bench players an opportunity to see game time.
Oh, yeah. And nobody advances on the errant pitch.
And that includes Angel Steele, who is pitching now. And she's gone 3-0 on Webb.
Pitch is high and bases are full.
That's a second walk.
So Paradise Peterson be coming up. Bases loaded.
And they may at least talk to the pitcher. Or, turn around. Get back on the rubber. Or she's going to bring in the center fielder.
All right, so we'll take another break and come back as they get their position changes for minor. You are watching softball at Jeffco Ed TV. And welcome back as we have the original pitcher back in for Minor High School, Matt.
Westbrook, who threw the first inning. And I think Coach Eatman just wanted to give Steele a chance to pitch. Boy, Westbrook doesn't waste much time. He gets ahead of the hitter. Late swing by Peterson.
Paradise Peterson, the second place hitter. Overhead on that swing.
Yeah. That is a K. Yeah, I'm not too sure because I didn't count, but I'm not sure that Westbrook took all the warm-up she needed. And guess why?
She's already pitched.
Yep.
Foul ball.
This is another Webb up, Scott. This time it's Michaela.
(29-4) Minor.
Webb had a single back in the first inning. And she started this game on the hill for Fultondale.
Mm-hmm. Paradise Peterson at the plate. Ooh, that was low, but I mean, again, we're trying to get the kids to swing the bat, so I got no problem. Bases loaded, 2 outs, or 1 out, I should say. Good hit. That's why you swing the bat. And that drops into right field. 2 runs will score. 3 runs will score. There's why you swing the bat, Matt. 29-7.
3 RBIs. And now Nia Daly's going to step up. She just launched one to dead straightaway center and out of here back in the first inning for a 2-run homer. You know, Fultondale does a nice job at the plate. It's just tough when
you give
your
up
pitchers,
29. Yeah.
Tough when your pitchers aren't getting it over the plate. Ouch.
And that hit the intended hitter. And that is
That was Daly.
Yep, Nia Daly, the cleanup hitter. So coming up next is Anna K. Sledge. Struck out her first time. Daly will take second.
What do you think about those sliding mitts, Scott? Would you have worn one with all of your experience at base running?
I don't know. Nice swing there by Sledge. Maybe. I don't know.
You'd have to
Seems
try it out.
foreign to me.
Yeah, it does to me too. And also, just to be picky, it seems longer.
Yeah.
Doesn't it give you a little bit extra when you're sliding head first?
Yeah.
You know, I can definitely see it from a protection standpoint, because if you don't go in with fists and you go in with fingers, you're likely to stove one of them up. The mitt offers you obvious protection.
Ooh, good pitch.
Yeah, it's the best pitch we may have seen all night.
And Sledge down for the second time on strikes. Good pitch. You're right. It might be the best.
She's in a better groove in trip 2 than she was in trip 1, wasn't she?
She's bringing it now with a little heat.
Yeah, and a little twist on the last couple.
She's found her rhythm. Kennedy Sharp now up for Fultondale.
She struck out back in the first inning.
A little late on that swing.
Sharp started in left for the Lady Cats.
Got away. Here comes a runner. And they're out at the plate. So Fultondale trying to score. They're out of the inning. 29-7. We'll take a break and wrap it up here from Fultondale. You're watching Jeff Coed TV. Okay, so we're not taking a break. We're just wrapping up here now. Both teams shaking hands here, 29-7, 2-inning affair. And a lot of work to be done for both teams, but we got out on a beautiful day and played some softball.
Yeah, you know, there are a lot of other things we could all be doing this afternoon. And we got to watch baseball here at a gorgeous facility in high school, Fultondale. And, Scott, are we coming back Friday, weather given permission?
That's a big if. It's because of the weather, not because we're incapable. But Pleasant Grove is where we'll be if it lets us get it in at 5 o'clock Friday. Pleasant Grove and McAdory.
Yellow Jackets and Spartans. Let's go. Great facility. We've been to Pleasant Grove a couple times. So I look forward to that, Scott, and I want to tip our caps to our unbelievable staff here. Not going to go through names, but particularly for John Rocket, he's the straw that stirs this drink, and we thank you. And I thank you, Scott.
Yes, sir.
Let's get on 65.
All right. Thanks to our crew and everybody watching. 29-7. Minor takes the win today. You've been watching Jeff Coed TV. We'll see you Friday, weather willing.